Welcome to Farming Revolution. And so many of you would be thinking, why does Farming Revolution exist and who is Tamzin Revell? Well, that's me, and I'm from Jersey, a small island in the English Channel between England and France. And of course, Jersey is famous for the Jersey cow. And it's sort of why I invented the concept of Farming Revolution, was because of the milk. I didn't realise at the time, but I was actually not digesting homogenised milk very well. So what happened was I transferred onto soy milk. Then I got really sick. I ended up with an autoimmune disease, Graves' disease. And when I was sat in the thyroid specialist's office, he said, "Are you drinking soy milk?" And I said, "Yes, because I can't tolerate dairy milk anymore." He said, "Get off it straight away, because it's one of the main ingredients to having an autoimmune disease, especially with the thyroid." So I thought, well, that's a bit strange. Isn't soy meant to be healthy for you? So I did a bit of investigating because as far as I was concerned, I shouldn't have been sick, and an autoimmune disease was completely out of my league for what could actually be acceptable with my way of living, because I've always eaten healthily, and it was just, I couldn't understand why. So as I started to follow our food system and what we're actually doing to our healthy food, I was really quite disturbed. So I've just got an example to show you. This is raw milk. Now, raw milk is illegal to sell in Australia as something that we can consume. So on the bottle it says organic biodynamic Jersey bath milk. So this product is unpasteurized, not for human consumption, for cosmetic skin treatment only. Cheers. Remember, I've never broken a bone in my life. This is the purest form of milk that you will ever be able to drink. It is fully recognisable by our bodies, the proteins and the enzymes in it. And we are not allowed to buy it legally to drink because apparently it is not for human consumption. So I have chosen that that's what I want to drink, and my daughter, who's 11, and I go through 6 litres of that a week, and it's not making us sick. Now, I am now shifting into midlife, which means that my with the estrogen depletion and everything, I'm more prone to osteoporosis. So if I've got a fully digestible product that I can drink, that I only have access to sort of illegally, then you leave me no option. You know, who's telling the truth here? Is it a lie that it's not, you're not able to consume it? And these are the questions and the things that I was coming up against. You know, for example, I won't pick on any one industry, but nuts, monoculture, plantations. And it actually plantation started with, I'm standing next to leptospermum because I wanted to grow plantation before I understood what regenerative farming meant. And I experimented because I like doing that, and I planted a lot of different species of leptospermum in my garden. And this one, I'm just standing in front of it because it is in full bloom, and I love the leptospermum. If you don't know, leptospermum is the bush that produces Manuka honey. And Manuka honey has an extra medicinal concept or part of it, that it's antibacterial and anti-inflammatory, and honey in general is just incredibly good for us, whether we apply it to a wound, which I do with my horses, or whether you actually eat it. It is one of the nature's most amazing foods. Doesn't need processing. It is completely and utterly pure from the moment that the bees produce it to the moment that we eat it. And I started to follow beekeepers around, and I tripped over regenerative farming, and I was really confused with this concept because I thought that farmers were regeneratively farming, and then I realised that industrial farming had crept in, and it really concerned me that they, whoever they are, were messing around with our food. So homogenising milk is creating a product that is not digestible. So we all know of the two most common things is lactose intolerance and celiac disease, so gluten intolerance. They only exist because we've messed around with our food. So the wheat, there's a protein on the wheat which we can't digest anymore, and of course I reckon probably majority of lactose intolerance is actually homogenized intolerant. So why are we allowing them to do this to our food? I was eating healthily and I still got sick, and that doesn't happen to me. So this is the reason why we need a farming revolution. We need to take back control, and I had no idea when I set this up which direction I was going in. And so now it has evolved, so feel free to look around this website. The people that are on here, most of the people I have met, and it is gaining momentum since this was about a year ago that I built this website. It took me 18 months, 2 years to actually get all the information together. And then from there, I'm also just about to launch the Regenerative Business Directory, and you'll find that out on here on the website. But yeah, I just wanted you to understand why Farming Revolution exists, because that's exactly what we need. And if you look at the fires that we've had in Australia and the fires that are in California, California is dehydrating beyond a point of return. It is called desertification. Humans are creating this dehydration because we have robbed the carbon out of the soil. And I could go on forever about the regenerative side of things, but I would like you to be proactive, make that choice, have a look at the website, have a look at the Regenerative Business Directory, understand who I am. Trust me, you will not look back ever. You will just grab this regeneration and you will run with it, because it is fantastic. It is so exciting. There's stuff that I have learnt that I've unlearnt because it's actually not true. But that will all be coming into sight with videos and things as I'm evolving as a regenerator, because that's all we do, is we just keep evolving. So enjoy and plant a plant, and it makes you very happy when it starts to flower and when the bees come and visit, because there's nothing better really than the sound of a buzzing bee.